Yeah, by the way, yeah. What it do, Fresh Fixers? We're back at it again. Another episode up and loading.
Yeah.
So today I'm joined by a guest I've once had on the show when we literally had nothing in the studio. When we were still renting a studio and all that.
Hey,
How you
dog.
doing, my man? He goes by the name of Crispy.
Hola.
Crispy. Are you still a Crispy DJ or you actually took the DJ part out?
So I'm crispy and crispy DJ at the same time. But
Oh, yeah?
Can knock it out.
I could that's fine, it's fine. Otherwise, man, how you doing, man? Chill.
Oh man, I'm chill, you know. I'm
Yeah.
chill and I'm just grateful, bruh. I'm just grateful for this opportunity and I'm grateful for life, bruh.
Yeah.
You know, if you're still breathing by the end of the day and you wake up in the next morning, you have to be grateful.
Well, you gotta be, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
what else is there, man? You just gotta be grateful.
Yeah.
You just have another opportunity that most people don't have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sad as it is, man.
Yeah.
There are many people looking forward to seeing the evening, some didn't. Here we are.
True, man.
See, for the fact that we still have that opportunity, you know, let's try to make a difference,
Let's
no matter
try
how
to
small.
make a difference, my G.
No matter how
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
Yeah, man, I see you also looking fresh, eh?
I've gained, should I say a few pounds or more?
You've gained a few kilograms. This is what I say, bro.
A few kilograms.
A few.
Say.
Yeah, I mean, I say. It's not when you
Yeah.
start talking about pounds, people are like, and then pounds, the pounds.
But you know, many people
Yeah.
out there, they're replicating USA. You can hear the hip hop though. So they understood.
It's
but
slang,
it's fine.
man. It's slang.
Yeah,
Throughout,
yeah.
slang. Yo. Yeah, the slang is just like that throughout. No, but bruv, I just want to know, like, because from the last session we once had, you were still a student, right? Still pushing a thing and all that. But now you're actually like out there, you know, qualification obtained, postgrad life. How has that been, man? Like, has it actually been something you've been looking forward to, or it's just like the sensation you got from getting your matric certificate is like, yay, I worked so hard to get this, but now that I have it, you're just like, shit, there's still a whole lot more to do.
You know, it's a crazy story.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I was still talking about it during the week. Ne? So, what happened is that from my matric, I was not really serious. Some days I would get great marks, and then some days I just don't care. I don't care at all. I'm just there in the class just to make a disturbance there.
Sure.
Then I passed. Didn't even apply to UJ. I was supposed to go to TUT for a diploma in accountancy. Yeah, I got the spot there, and then my aunt decided to apply for me with the late applications.
inquiries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she did that for me, and then voila, I got PMG. So I had to come through here and fulfill, you know,
The duty.
process, Joe, the duty. I just
Yeah.
had to complete the whole period. So I got into the class, and initially it's not what I wanted. I wanted
Okay.
to do something with commerce, something with accounting, something with business studies. At least I got HR then it was better.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then I still felt like I was out of what I really wanted.
Oh, yeah.
But then I had to tell myself that, dude, this is the world.
Mm.
You still want that thing, complete this because your name is on the register of the university. So you complete it and then you'll come back for what you want. So I completed it and then that was done. I got the qualification. I was glad, I was happy because now I actually did something for myself by myself. Even though they applied for me, I had to make the decision to actually carry on fighting this battle for me now.
It's a battle,
It
eh?
is a battle. So after
Yeah.
fighting there, I met people like you. I met a lot of people. I met my mentor. I met my beautiful fans. I you know, I met a big family here in Joburg, man.
Yeah.
Boy from Amanskraal coming through and having people who really understand him for who he is. You know, that's what happened, and then I decided that let's continue with the postgrad. Truly speaking, dog, I don't even have money to fund this whole thing, but I'm studying. And so,
Yeah.
postgrad, Joe, it can get difficult, but it's an eye opener. It really makes one realize that there's more to life than what people say there is. Because now you get to have an opinion on life and you get graded for that opinion. You tell your lecturers what you think without even citing people for some of the other opinion papers. You tell them what you think from your own perspective. You apply your mind most of the times, and then from there you actually learn a lot. even when you speak, you can actually apply a few things that you once spoke about in a lecture or maybe in an opinion paper. So that's what I'm here for. That's what makes me happy. The fact that I can now find my own knowledge and create a database of myself of some sort.
Of some sort that people can actually make reference to.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah.
All right, but also on that note, man, I just want to know, okay, from what you've seen and all that, it's just like, of course, the standard procedure is just like the people you start with the course are not always the people you're going to end up with when you graduate and all of that.
Sure.
So one thing I want to understand is that from your class, from what you observed, né, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many of your guys were actually able to get a degree? After getting that degree, get into the corporate world?
It's a tough one. So I really knew a lot of people from my class, and so far, most of us we went for postgrad. The corporate world, some decided that they're not gonna go and venture into being employed as yet. They just want to finish with their studies, and then from there, they'll decide to go there. And then others, they are working already. I have a few friends who are working already. Others have their own thing. They started their own thing. Yeah. So people just went their separate ways, and they really want to get the gold, man. They want to get the gold from all ends of the earth. Whether it's here in Joburg or back in Makaya, they're doing it, and that's what makes me glad, and that's what keeps me pushing by the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel. So when it comes to the whole music integration process, because you've been doing that during your studies and everything like that, the terms of adaptability right now, because you're postgrad, so that means you've got to do a whole lot of research, and all that. And now there's also music on the side, and now you're actually like looking at it in a more professional perspective. So juggling between those two, man, like, is it like you're just pushing, and you're just like, you know what, as soon as this music industry makes a breakthrough, I'm dropping this. I'll come back to it.
It's very hard, but I'm pushing with the perspective of me becoming a brand. Becoming a brand, representing who I am to the world. When I say I care about the music industry, I care what it does to the upcoming generation. I care what it feeds to the community. That's why I'm actually in there and trying to fix things. But I don't really have time to produce, record like I used to, or even DJ. It's been tough. I'm only busy with user selections nowadays. They're not even hot like before because my mind is no longer there. Yeah. So I get time to work around December. I'm hoping that I'm going to get time this December because I want to get my driver's license. I want to do a lot of things for me personally. And after that, come back there. But then, like, for me, music is more like a calling.
So you think music is a calling?
Yeah. So music is a calling for me that I picked up back when I was still going to church a lot. I was an interpreter and upcoming pastor. So we rendered a few special items now and then every Sabbath, and then after that we got used to it. Me and my church mates, we got used to it. But I'm the one who decided that I want to take this further. At church, we speak, we have lessons, it's like the outside world. Be careful you don't step outside. Well, I stepped outside. And now that I'm here, I realize that there's a lot of danger outside. And you need to protect yourself and you need to protect those that you love. So I'm doing music because I care. I care about my family and I care about those who are coming after me. If Vele, it happens that I'm no longer here, these are gonna be the gems that will actually tell them my perspective, how I thought, how I saw the world.
Most
So that's how I do this thing, and it's actually difficult, man. Thank you for this question because it's been hard. I've been trying to reconnect with this whole thing, this me that I picked up. And I really picked up this person when I was staying here back in 2019, 2020. I had a lot of friends who just came to me, and after speaking, I would have scenarios and I wrote down songs. And I came and asked for your mic.
Still remember.
I asked for your mic. I
Yeah,
called
yeah,
Doski.
yeah.
We wrote songs. You hear the neighbors saying, "Hey, I had a song. I want that song." And I'm like, it's coming. It's coming. So it's going to come through. So now I can't do that anymore because I'm no longer staying at a student resident. I'm staying with families, and there's a certain time where the noise has to be down. I can't do anything, and I also have to sleep because I have to wake up early in the morning and panda.
Yes, there's also that. There's also that.
Yeah.
Which is sad because it's kind of like the reality you guys faced as postgrad, right? After that, it's just like you're realizing with the adulting stage, it's not getting easy with years. It's actually getting difficult.
Yeah.
Especially for the black child.
Yeah, for the black child.
Yeah.
It is difficult, but instead of looking at how difficult it is, you should look at the loophole of what simplifies it. I was like, I'm gonna go out now. I'm leaving home. I don't even have a plan. I only have savings from last year, which were around 5K. So I know that from here I'm gonna pay rent, and then I have to buy food, and then see what happens.
Because 5K is like literally 1 month of survival.
Yeah. Now I remember NSFAS. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be difficult. What am I gonna do? I have to look for a job. So my aunt told me, hey man, look for a job. Don't just sit. You have a degree now. Do something. Don't just sit. They've been telling me that. Don't just sit. Why are you creating music? Why are you not making money? Don't just sit. And I'm like, no. I am making music for my own feelings. I want to feel better about something. I want to change something. So I'm not even there for the money. And they're like, no, that's impossible. We're not gonna accept that. You should be able to make money out of this thing. But little did I know that I was actually picking up data on how to make money, which is going to be seen. I'm not gonna say soon, I'm not gonna say later, it's gonna be seen.
When it's evident.
Yeah, when it's evident,
It's gonna be like, boy's popping now.
Yeah. So you look at how you can simplify this tough world by realizing that it's not really a tough world, but the word of mouth can make it a tough world. People will tell you what they want you to think, and the minute you start thinking of how they actually projected that thing in your life, you carry it like a code, and then it becomes an embodiment of how you think.
Oh yeah, it actually becomes a part of you because you're adapting to other people's opinion instead of actually just seeing it through and through.
Life is tough after matric. Life is tough after varsity. Life is tough post-grad.
Yeah.
Man, you got where you are. Someone is there, they're doing the degree. Someone is there, they're hustling. Someone is there, they're doing whatever that they're doing. You got there. You are where you are now. On top of so many, life is tough.
Yeah.
But then, like, you got there. You need to ask yourself, reflect on yourself once a time and say, how did I get here? Yeah, they were telling me, never. So many people can try to shatter you. They can try to break you in many ways.
It's true.
If you can actually have a way of motivating yourself on simplifying these perspectives,
you win.
You win.
I guess. Okay. So now that you mention like that, you're giving me what you call motivational speaker vibes. Yeah. So what I just want to know is just like for you. So you'd actually say that given the reality of life right now, as it going, so the method which actually determines, or rather the thinking capabilities which actually determine the success that a person would have is actually based on how positive, on how much positivity they take from the reality, or how much negativity they take from that reality.
Yeah. So I like what you said about positive and negativity, and I'm standing in between. I see a balance. So it's a matter of how are you going to balance those two aspects. They are effects after all. So if you want to go to that other side, or if you want to go to the other opposite side, still. But if you're in between, you can weigh the scales.
Okay. No.
Positivity, you can come back and say, no, let's be negative a bit. In a scenario, if you are too good to people and people don't really see how good you are to them, you need to become negative. You need to step back nyana hanyana, even though it's eating you inside. You need to become negative so that they can feel your absence and they realize your importance in their life. And if you are mostly negative, you need to realize how hurtful are you to other people's emotion. You need to step back and look at the positive things that you can denote from those people and about those people and rub their backs and tell them, Uti, it's fine. I'm sorry, apologize, fix things, and become a better person.
Yeah.
So if we have people who are retracting from too much of something, we will have a balance. And that's all we need. Because after all, emhlabeni mfethu akuna balance, and that's why we have speed and we have slow progress and we have fluctuation of these situations.
Yeah, this factor. Yeah,
it's like
but
so
no, not diving deep into this whole music thing, on how you actually get involved into music. I heard you earlier. You mentioned that you're fixing it. You want to fix it for the community. So that means that you actually think that there's a problem with the current music industry. Let's keep it within the context of South Africa alone. Do you think that there's a problem with the music industry as it is right now?
Yeah, according to me and my belief, I'd say yes, there is a problem.
No, take us through.
So I'm just gonna quote Kendrick, bruh. I'm not gonna go far.
Sure.
You see what Kendrick did? He made us realize that we are all hurting. We all need to talk to someone that we can trust. We all need to trust. We all need to realize that we're not saviors. We all need to realize that we need a God. We all need to realize that we need faith. So what's happening in our music industry is that all of that, it's not represented. It's mostly represented in genres which are not really popping. Yeah, well, I heard Deep House is coming back with some gospel vibes. Yeah, sure, that's good, that's nice. And I've picked up data there as well. I realized how people really appreciated that. Even though there was Deep House that was being played without vocals, just beats, they loved it. But then when vocals came in with a gospel type of sound, people really opened up to it and appreciated and accepted it because you know what? Jesus is in the vessel. And whenever Jesus hears his other kids calling, he opens up. So whenever you hear a note of positivity, whenever you hear music like that, you remember that, you know what, I'm not alone in this thing. So I want to be there and fix this thing where people are alone. They're not alone, faith. We are here. We're still here. We still care. Even now, I have things telling what I'm going through. But I reassure myself each and every day. Instead of clubbing and acting like I don't care, I'd rather face my feelings and my emotions head on. Because what that happens is that what that results is that in the long future, in the long run, in the long run, things are going to change. Things are going to change and you become a better person, yeah, sure. But if you didn't fix this thing, your kids will be affected and you won't know how to approach them.
Yeah, but I still want to know that. I still want to understand the whole context of the problem in the music industry. So you're saying that what's being misrepresented, actually? Because isn't it that music on its own is just a different genres and a different work of art? So each and everybody's just representing their own art in whatever way they see fit. So you said that you want to fix it. So I just want to understand under what context do you want to try to fix it? Because perhaps maybe there's music that's out there. Maybe it's not as beneficial as it should be to the community. It's actually doing the opposite. So I just want to understand the whole context behind the problem.
I'm trying so hard not to actually pinpoint the exact songs and the exact whatsoever. Yeah. But let me just say I'm a soulful person and I'm saying that soulful music is not really popping as it should, especially in this current situation that we are facing. So many people have mental breakdowns. So many people need someone that they can actually go to and trust. So many people need to be taught how to trust again and care for other people again. So that's the context that I see has a gap. in as much as there are songs like Bokusela, which are actually bringing back, that I believe that there should be more of them. Oh, yeah,
and it's actually pretty funny now that you mention it, because when you had groove, no?
Yeah.
They'll start off with the I don't know, there's different genres of the Yanos, right?
Sure.
So there'll be the ones, there's this trial, the dancing ones, man.
Yeah.
And then the soulful ones will play, and that's when you're actually seeing people venting out.
People
While
are venting out.
Yeah.
The producer,
Sure.
and then people are gonna receive that. In as much as Motoiran Soulful is pouring out their soul, and then people are gonna receive that. It's like, I know I'm gonna go for Skitch and then Sharpa Soulful. I want to balance, but then it's kind of hard to transition the two because of the tempo and the pace.
Oh yeah.
The two beats. This is fast and then this is slow.
The BPMs are just way too off.
Yeah. So Sharpa's Skitch, you will see the young ones. Yo, Ziyakhala kumnandi wantwara. Yeah. So I remember a point where I was there in that position. Mnate awuthomi ka bona, awathoma le ka rena, uthomile ka shikering, otlhakhole mi bra.
Yeah,
Otlhakhole khole blind wantwara. And when we get to soulful things and they're like, yabona manje uyasibora nyenye. No, they're not bored. You're actually exposing them now. You're exposing the fact that many people want to go to groove to forget about problems.
Exactly.
This is a fact that we all know. In fact,
Sure.
We've been talking about that since. Since people go there, and when people lecture you on how to play, they'll say, "Amana, you have to sharp up to
Sure.
and that's what we are condoning. Monate osina muputso wanswara, a nice time which does not have a contribution of hard work at all.
Gosh.
Yeah, we all want to have fun. It's fine. We all want to have fun, but many of us, we don't have accountability of the fun that we have, because after that we need to be responsible of our own lives, and we can't pinpoint anything.
Yeah, since you quoted Kendrick earlier on, even on this on his song, The Heart Part 5, there is a part where it's actually mentioning, people cracking a bottle, sleep, you wake up tomorrow, you repeat the process, things like that.
Yeah.
So I just think that the fact is, man, the sad fact is just that the whole entertainment space has just created a facade where you have a problem, you're crying about it, rock on shades, head out there, have fun. Yeah. Come back, you'll see whatever happens. Yeah. But the thing is kind of like you're just running away. Yeah. So you running away doesn't necessarily negate the problems.
So, going back to fixing it.
Yeah.
How to fix it. So I'm seeing that Kendrick actually decided to come out of his shell and show us who he really is.
Mm-hmm.
Consult the maker and then make this project about the people, for the people, Oklahoma, my people. And I was like, okay, let's do this thing. Did this thing, and it's so nice. We need to actually incorporate ourselves and then also do something similar or something unique, but then on the same path. The more we actually do this, and the many more people come in and also do this thing, this is how we're fixing it. The more you can invite and have a community, a hub, a society which is representing this type of people, and they want to spread them out. That's how you inflict change. That's how. Okay, let me just say change instead of fixing. So other people are gonna get offended. So I'm sorry if fixing was a bad word to choose. So just change.
Sure, man. It's vocabulary. You're only responsible for what you say, not for what somebody else understands you to say. You understand?
Yeah. So a change of a scenario, and so just to go back. Sometimes you remember and say, back in the days, music was so nice, and you remember the rhythmic elements, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mr. Wambonana. Something. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, we were taught how to look at perspectives. Hey, Mr. Uptight. I was just singing that song, you get la. But once I get to understand it, I was like, oh, okay, this guy was uptight. thing, I'm officing, here to have fun. I guess that's where some of these things started.
Oh, yeah.
People go there to have fun, and stuff like that. I was like, okay, no, now I see something. But then now my hello mister, I was like, okay, this song is so soulful. What's happening here? Everyone's like, okay, no, I see you. So you've worked hard and now you're here and you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. But then, like, those are just some of the songs which are like they're more
yeah.
But there are deeper ones which people don't want to go into most of the times.
Yeah, I can't go back to it. It's the inevitable sad truth of what people don't want to confront their problems.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to forget, because if they could, I'm pretty sure most of the time it's because of circumstance. Because if it wasn't for circumstance, then most people could actually probably get over their problems. But because of circumstance, they are forced to actually endure those problems for as long as they are able to. Yeah. You understand? Then it's unfortunate because some people just can't actually enjoy that much. They end up taking the easy way out, in a way.
Yeah.
To our end, we might perceive it as an easy way out, but from their end, it would have been the most hardest choice for them to do that. You get? So yeah, but so do you think the whole Janos genre is the reason why the 2Ks are so uncontrollable? Because no offense,
somebody 2K because then like the 2K.
Yeah.
But luckily I was born in the middle of 2000 and then I have a few of the 90s and the 2Ks in me. So it's a balance and I really appreciate that delicate balance. So I wouldn't say the Janos. I wouldn't say the Janos. There's been this type of style of making music. It's always been here and it's gonna be here in the future as well. But we just need to continue on the fight of raising awareness of mental health. But again, mental health. Help people help themselves. Because most of us, we can't even afford therapy and stuff. So those who are around you have to be therapeutic. The circle is to be therapeutic.
True.
The circle is not only a group of people which you carry close to your heart, but then it can be a group of things as well. A group of elements that you allow in your life. Music is one of the elements. Food is one of the elements. Then we come to people. Then we come to lifestyle, which incorporates these elements, and then this is how you can actually judge a person and say, okay, this person comes so I'm saying me. Maybe there's someone who's thinking the same way. So I want to see people think for themselves and thinking for the next as well. Sustainability, something like that. The fact that, you know what, I'm not going to be here for a long time and I'm not going to be the only one here. But there are those who are still going to come after me and I have to set a good example for them. And FYI, if we can actually do that thing, so many issues, ego issues, so many issues of self will be actually contained, and then we can be able to collaborate as a nation, whereby we can further promote ourselves in this world. The only problem is that we are a rainbow nation of separated colors. We are not.
They're not blended.
We're not together.
It's not
so
blended.
we need to be together, be blended, and show to the world. Forget about these racial things. Forget about discriminative things. Forget about so many things because, wow, those are just consequences of not being woke.
Yeah, you raise another important fact of woke, but at the topic for another thing, being woke and all that.
Yeah.
So, the last few remarks I want to get from you is, what do you think about the whole gatekeeping process when it comes to the music industry? Whereby people make a breakthrough, like let's say for instance you right now, you've hustled, you've seen how difficult it is to get out here for young upcoming artists, right? And then you actually managed to make a huge breakthrough. Now I pop and fit, you have cash, I want to flow, life is good. Then how? Like, how does it happen that you now gatekeep others when they're like, hey, Crispy, look, man, and I'm also doing something like this. Get me to the right person, just refer me to somebody in the wrong. And I want like, what's your whole take on gatekeeping?
My whole take on mine or the industry as a whole.
On yours, on the industry.
Okay. So what I do is that what we've been speaking about for this whole minute is that if I work with someone, I want them to realize themselves, 100% self-actualization. So to know who they truly are and what they represent, and then from there they can actually say we have the keys. Anyone has the keys to open whatever door that they want to open. And so sometimes they're just lazy to use those keys, or sometimes they don't know how to obtain them. And so at the end of the day, it's a matter of the right information, who's giving it and who has it. And so if you have information, then you have to give it to the right people, or even anyone, just the right information. And then if you're looking for information, you need to know how to look for the right information. You need to know how to use your search engine, your Google. People rely mostly on social media, and social media is good, but it's good for analytics. Google is where you can actually get your information on how the industry operates, on how you can actually incorporate your style into your hustle. There are so many people doing the same thing, but then those who actually come out on top are the ones who differentiate themselves. And they just don't wake up and think about that. They have information from your Google and from the right people. So what I do is that if I see someone with a potential, and so or if I just like the person and I want to instill that potential within them, I just see her, man. I give them the information. I'm child or no dog, you register yourself, you do that and that and that. But I start with the strict information first, the legislative information, and then see how far you're gonna go with that, and then I'll hold myself back. Even though I wanna tell you so much, I'll just hold myself back.
Just wanna see how they deal with the basic information. Are they right for your brand or whatever's going on? Okay.
So someone says, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm so happy for that. Acknowledging that you don't know something does not make you a fool.
It's actually part of knowledge.
Like you're on the first step of obtaining what you need to know. It's a good thing. And I'm like, wow, no, this is good. It's okay. This is what you need to know. Every so process it, and then I end up giving you goodies as well. Joe, I got there, man. The first time I was rapping in the studio, I wanted to prove a point, and I did that, and they liked it, and then I was crispy from there. And that's it. Because like how I started this thing was like I had people that I knew who were making music behind my back, and I found out, and I was like, gents, so can we do this together? And they're like, no, you are not equipped for us. And I was like,
yeah, they straight up told you that.
Yeah, man. Like, you're not equipped.
Talk about harsh truth.
Dog.
Do you have any last shout outs you want to make before we conclude the session?
Alright, the shout outs. So shout out to my boy MDSSA and my girl Lebo. She don't know me, but she will know me. Siso 7 December. There's a new song out called Somandla everywhere, every platform, or your iTunes, or Spotify, or YouTube. Reda, and we're pushing. It's really nice. It's a nice song. It's a spiritual song. You make sure that you go get it. I think we should actually attach the link now on the video description.
I will.
Yeah, sure. The link is gonna be there, so you can check it out. And then shout out to my family, man. Shout out to everyone from my family. You guys are really making me strong, and I appreciate that. The calls you give me and checking up on me is really good. Shout out to my fans. Your support is appreciated. I love it, and your patience is mostly appreciated as well. And at the end of the day, I just want to tell you guys, look at yourself in the mirror and say big shout out to myself, because I'm still living in this big world of many opportunities, and I'm going to get mine. Shout out.
Oh, wait. No, man, thank you for coming through to the show and actually sharing a part of the story. was a build-up journey. Yeah. But man, I wish you all the best in the future endeavors.
All the best.
And you'll chat, man. Don't worry. He'll push. Yeah, that's all we have for today, guys. Please don't forget, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. You know, spread the word of mouth to your friends, your close friends, you know, your circle and all that. But nevertheless, you guys know the drill. I'm your host, Nicholas, and this is the Fresh Freaks Podcast, signing out.
Shout out
All right.